Hello and welcome back to this Trails in the Sky 3rd chapter Let's Play with me, jrpg. In the last episode we defeated the Divine Blade Cassius Bright with the team that we have assembled in front of you, but today we're going to be going through this star door which says, "Bring to me the repenting patriot, only then shall the door open." And that sounds like only Mr. Richard, Colonel Richard. As here we go. I shall grant to you a memory fragment and my blessing. RNA research in Rawn. Okay. RNA research, Rawn office. Oh my, look at all of this. I hope it proves useful. Oh, it's in jeans and slacks already. I see, for short handle art. This is the potential sales route, so I've got nothing to fear. I'll be able to make my move to the Arabonia capital as soon as I'm ready with this kind of information. You asked us to investigate the current situation in regards to orphan cells in Arabonia, so I sent in my investigation around stores in the region itself. You did a fantastic job. Still, the problem of transport remains. Old Borden's got his grubby hands all over this international liners already. Is it true that the Borden family has preferential access to 40% of the load capacity of international airlines leaving the Liberl Ark? However, they are no longer the only available option. There are now private carriers as well. Canoine, that's her name. Here are some supplementary materials regarding that issue. My, certainly come prepared, don't you? Well, this request ended up taking a little longer than originally anticipated. Could send this a little extra on us in exchange. I like those who think 2 steps ahead. Sure you don't want to come and work for me? I'd pay you handsomely. I'm certainly flattered that you think highly of my skills to offer. Not sure I have what it takes to be successful in the cutthroat world of business, though. I'm rather timid, man. Come now, you can't fool me. Do you keep my offer in mind, though, if you would? Please allow us to escort you out. Oh, since I have you here, maybe I should give you one more thing to look into. I've already had Simon get started, but I'm not sure he's up to the task. I'll happily help if I can. Will this be another request to research the foreign market? It certainly will. Look what you got over there. Perfect. This place right here. Orid State? That's an unusual choice. It's quite a small place. This makes it easier to seize a majority in the market. Small as it is, isn't accessible by airliner, and what markets there may be, there is all but free for the taking right now. So you want us to research the potential size of the market there, in other words? Should we focus entirely on the open market, or broaden the scope of our investigation? Look at market in general. The market in general. Do you think you can do it? With ease. I'll get in touch with one of our staff members stationed near the state right away and begin weighing up options. That's what I wanted to hear. I'll be back next week anyway. We can discuss details then. Ta-ta. Until then, take care. Or it's quite far inland. Wouldn't the Rains brothers in that general area of the continent? Yes, they are. I'll get in contact with them later. Thank you. She's not a merchant of boats for nothing, is she? She's always coming in with such interesting and ambitious requests. She's not half as ambitious as you are. I think you may be overestimating me a little there. Well, you can show our next visitor in? Certainly. Hello there, Alan. Sorry for dropping in on you again. I just wanted to get your input on a rather little something regarding the city's finances. Oh, wouldn't bother us at all. Please take a seat. So, what exactly can we help you with today? All seems to be going rather well, this business now, don't you think? Indeed. Though I admit it's taken me time to adjust to my days being so peaceful, I do miss having a sense of tension in my life. There's something you'll just have to live with, I'm afraid. We're civilians now, not soldiers. It's true enough. In any case, it's an honor to be able to live and work with you in the city where you were born, Your Excellency. Canone. I really prefer if you address me as Sir now. My apologies, sir. There's no need to apologize. You shouldn't even address him as sir, just address him as Alan. I think we should probably go inside. I'm sure I like the look of the sky. So, Richard was born in Rouen. It couldn't be. Sir? Is something the matter? Oh, nothing of much importance. Just know that we seem to have mistakenly received another letter intended for the mayor. It's understandable that it kept happening, given that the building was previously his, but it's a tad troublesome nonetheless. Suppose I better go deliver to him. It could be something important. Now, sir? Couldn't it wait? Seems like it's gonna start raining any minute. It's not too far. Even if it does start raining, I won't be exposed to it for long. Can I ask you to handle regular reports in the meantime? Of course. There's no mistaking it. The letter was sealed in a special way we used in the intelligence division. The letter itself is meaningless decoy. The real message is concealed in how the envelope itself is sealed. It means come to the landing port. Someone from the intelligence division is calling me in the hopes of speaking to me. Most likely because they bear a deep-seated resentment towards me and what I did to them. And I have a duty to go see them. After all, I was their commander. I was the one who pushed their life off the rails and ruined their future. I've been waiting for you. So is you, Sender. It's good to see you again, Colonel. Pleased to see you're still well. I'm not a colonel anymore, though I feel as though saying as much has become a hobby. No one around me seems to be willing to correct themselves. Oh, I'm aware, but I intend to address you as a colonel nonetheless. I called you here because I have something I need to ask you. I hope you can forgive me for forcing you to come out here when the weather is so poor. If I can answer your questions, I will. Don't feel as if you need to hold back on my account. Can't accept something in the answer I give you. By all means, say so. Then I'll get straight to the point. Why did you leave the army behind? What happened to your love for your country? I see you at least returned. I'm relieved to see that in truth. You were always an exceptionally capable soldier, even back in the military academy. If you had the misfortune of meeting me, you had the misfortune of being caught up in my foolishness, you would probably be a field officer by now. I'm sorry about what I did to you. Please don't get me wrong, Colonel, but I don't in way blame you or harbor resentment for what you did. You thought what was best for the country more than anything else you thought about what was best for this country more than anyone else I know. Your patriotism was genuine and heartfelt. I don't regret following you at all. I'm honored that I could. It's certainly true that doing so has become a significant obstacle in my chances of promotion, but I couldn't care less about that. As long as I continue to serve in the military, to serve the country I love with all my heart, I am happy. Now I know that I harbor no ill feelings towards you regarding the past. But what are you doing now? You used to worry for this country's future more than any of us. You cared for it more than any other. Yet instead of picking yourself up and trying to work for your nation again, you left the army behind. Now you're running some sort of company with the deals with the rich. What happened to your patriotism? I beg of you, return to the military. You're capable. Those skills of yours will be a valuable asset to the force. It's where you should be using them. I'm sorry, Sender. I cannot ever return to the army again. Why? Why, Colonel? You repented more than enough of your actions. Both General Morgan and Brigadier General Bright actively desire your return. I and all the other soldiers in my position would be overjoyed to have you in our ranks again. So why? Why do you look at me with that sad expression and tell me it's not possible? Why would you apologize to me? Make no mistake, Sender. I haven't abandoned my love for country. It burns as brightly in my heart as it ever did. But what I did was truly terrible. I organized a coup d'etat, destabilizing this nation, disrupting the lives of countless people. Thanks to the help of all those around me, I was able to realize what a foolish mistake I made. And yet in my heart, I feel exactly the same way I always did. I'm not sure what you mean. In spite of all that happened, my love for country is unchanged. I still feel that blind desire to do anything that I can to aid Liberl, no matter how reckless or dangerous it may be. And I'm the same man I was when I plotted that coup d'etat. Not a thing has changed. That thought center terrifies me. Then, you didn't leave the military because you lost love for your country. You're saying you left because you still love your country? Forgive me, I have no right to be making excuses to you and trying to justify myself. Not after I dragged all you down with me and ruined your lives forever. I truly am sorry for what I did to you, and all other members of the division. Please don't misunderstand. I didn't leave the army in an attempt to run away from my own weaknesses. Nor did I leave it because I felt ashamed of the treatment I received for my actions. And after what happened, the long and hard about what I should have done instead of what I did, trying to work out where I'd gone wrong. As I did that, I noticed something virtually important that I'd failed to realize up to that point. After setting up the intelligence division, I began gathering information and using it to protect Liberl. Yet, thinking about it now, I didn't know the first thing about the nature of the information at the time. Information isn't something that exists alone. It only exists when people use it and see it as something of worth. Furthermore, the value of information can change radically depending on the position and perspective of those who look at it. I can't help but wonder if overlooking a simple fact was what caused my patriotism to start to become more of a force for harm than good. Somewhere along the line, I started to believe the only information I saw as valuable was of any importance. As a result, I ended up wanting power in order to compensate for the weakness of my own heart. Thinking back, I think what I really needed was a different perspective through which to view information, one separate from the military. One that didn't see a country or people's way of life as a system, or numbers or absolutes. I need to be collecting information that was disadvantageous to Liberl too, rather than casting it all aside. I needed to view us and the surrounding nations in a variety of lights, while collecting a wide variety of information from a freer perspective. So you believe the company you're running now is capable of doing that? Yes, I do. I can't say for sure that this will allow me to avoid repeating my past mistakes. Perhaps there's something more important that I should be doing before giving thought to any of this to begin with. But in the end, I came to the conclusion that Liberl needs a fresh perspective, and I resolved to leave the army. That means to gather intel. I can make another intelligence division. That is, it can make another. If it needs more intel, it can make another intelligence division. That is for Brigadier General Bright to worry about, not me. Still, the civilian population is no such group or organization, and never had one. I doubt anyone in the civilian world would ever thought to create one in order to gather and accurately analyze information either. That was why I, as a civilian like any other, chose to establish the RNA research, believing that I am in the right to be the person first to do so. You truly don't have any intention of returning, do you? If I said there was no part of me that longed to return to my days of active service, I would be lying. But I'm hoping that through this, I will be able to become another eye by which to support this nation, and see my current occupation as a new way to show my love for country. I wonder if that makes any sense. You're a coward. No doubt every word you're saying is objectively correct. That's how you've always been. There's never room for rebuttal in your arguments. But Colonel, you're also no longer the man who swore to forge this kingdom's future with his own two hands. Goodbye, Colonel. We will never meet again. That's not true. That's not true at all, Senator. I chose the path I walk now, believing it to be right. Certainly. But even I don't know for sure what I'm doing is correct. Even now I'm terrified of the possibility I might be making the wrong choice. I worry that the road I walk might be making of yet another great mistake. I just don't have the same power that Brigadier General Bright does. I really am hopeless. Sir, you don't have to come out here in the rain. We should return to the office. You'll catch a cold staying out here longer. Kanonai, I'm sure you're having trouble coming to terms with this new life too. He just can't forget the fervent enthusiasm of the intelligence division, as if he doesn't feel like he belongs in the world that came after it. The day will eventually come when he will be able to understand what you said. That's exactly what happened to me, you know. True enough, I suppose. Yeah, you're right. Shall we be going then, Kano? Yes, sir. I wasn't expecting to end up quite this soaked. Are you alright? I'm fine, don't worry about me. This actually brings back fond memories of survival training I underwent back at the academy. I do think you should go and get changed into some dry clothes, though, sir. A little rain never hurt anyone. I don't believe I was half bad at my own survival training, you know. Even then... An encrypted call? Dillians did mention they had some information of interest in his report earlier. Perhaps this relates to that. Sounds possible. Which would mean that something has happened over in the Republic. Yes, it's me. Can you please stop calling me that? Yes, that's right. Yes. In the Eastern Quarter? You know of anyone there yet? Thinking about it. I'll look into it the best I can. Be careful, too. Calvert. Oh, has something happened? Another Jaeger Corps has entered the Eastern Quarter. A sizable one, too. The Red Constellation. Really? There seems to be a lot of activity on the Jaeger front of late. Their arrival makes it seem very likely that the power struggle there will begin to worsen, too. I doubt the old Intelligence Division network is going to be sufficient to fully stand top of the situation. I think I may have to head there personally. I still have doubts about what I'm doing. Nothing about my love for country has changed. Nothing at all. So is it even possible for me to find and walk the right path at this time? Is it possible for any mortal to forge the correct path through life? I don't know, but all I can do is try and follow the path I believe to be right, in hopes that I'm not mistaken. Believing in those who supported me and worked to right my wrongs. Sir? Is something wrong, sir? Oh, you're here, Kunon? I did tell you didn't need to come see me off, you know. You did, but I'm afraid it simply won't do. Seeing off superiors is a duty of a subordinate. Perhaps in the military, but it's no longer the world we live in. There's no need to act like a soldier anymore. Oh, and one more thing. Please do take care of things in the office while I'm gone. I think the odds of any larger reports you'll struggle to handle without me coming in are fairly low, but at least leave everything to me. I'll be sure to handle every request that comes in with care and kindness. I'm well aware you always look forward to taking on small requests too, so they will be given the same high standard of service as any other. You know me too well. Are they banging? Are they banging yet, guys? Come on. A love story for the ages. Siege? What on earth is Julius Bird doing here? Scree! Don't you sit in His Excellency's arm as if it was your own personal property? Scree! Please, Kano, there's no need to glare at him like that. Please stop calling me Your Excellency. Scree! Notice there was a note attached to Siege's leg. What's this? It's addressed to me. Scree! Took the memo from Siege's leg. This looks like a letter from HQ. Is it military HQ? Why is the Royal Guards carrier Falcom bringing the message to you? Who knows? The writer is a real slave driver, though. Thank you for delivering the siege. Let him know I accept his request. Scree! Sir? What's that? See for yourself. Best of luck with your little trip. We'd like to know about what the Red Constellation is up to, so we'd appreciate you looking into it for us and ours on the side. Honestly, hope you don't think this information is going to come cheap, Brigadier General. I accept your request. Finished. Nice. We alert covert 10,000 mirror. Covert seems like some augment that perhaps should go on to onto Mr. General, Mr. Colonel Richard. But I think this is a good place to say, if you've enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time when we go to the 4th area, the 6th plane. Peace.